What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Row Access. I'm out here laying out my acetylene rack for my truck. I'm going to pretty much do the same thing that Wally has done on his. You see it's pretty common. It's a cut-off pipe with a little rise in it, and put a bolt into it to hold your side of your bottle. His is about 19 inches deep, which is about what I'm going to do, so he gets a good part of the bottle sunk down into the bed. I'm going to be putting it right behind my machine on the side, passenger side, and then my oxygen bottles will be on the rack against the cab. But I'm going to toss this in with my rig build video, but I wanted to do a little separate video. I just finished showing exactly how to make a straight line with a pipe wrap-around. And so I have the Mathey Dearman Pipe Wrap-around here, and to copy basically what Wally did on his little saddle piece, I wanted to show you how I'm going to lay it out. You don't have to do it this way, but I'm just going to show you my methodology on doing it, and if you like it, go for it. So first up, I can show you how to make a straight line. Can't necessarily show you how to make the perfect straight cut, but I don't care. I'm going to clean it up anyway, and it's going to be below the bed, so I wasn't really trying to make a big deal out of it. But you want to find your center. So if you don't have a center finder, you can just kind of do it with a level. There's a lot of different ways you can kind of balance the level on the top, try to get an idea. But we have this flange wizard center finder here. We use this at work a lot. So to get the center of where I want to put it, just basically set it up on the pipe, make sure it's zeroed out to 0 or 90 degrees, and then you want to get it to where it's level on the pipe. So the bubble is about the size of those lines, so you don't really have much room for error, so that way you get the same on both ends. So go ahead. I knew I wanted to do a 2.5-inch rise, and I'm going to make it about 9 inches wide. And so I made my mark here at the top, which is a total of the 19 inches to the bottom, and then hit it with a hammer, and then it makes a nice little mark there like a stencil. You can kind of see it there. And then come back down to the bottom of where it's going to be the bottom of the rise, which is the 2.5 or 2 3/4 inches down, whatever I just said. I don't remember now, I've already done it. But do the same thing, get it dead center, hit it with a hammer. So now you have your two center marks. Then I just used a level. You can use any kind of straight edge to make a straight edge between the two marks, and then that's where the center of the rise is going to be. So now what I'm going to do is I took the wraparound. I went over there and double checked the measurements on his because I wanted it to be about the same look. And so it's 9 inches. So you just come to 4.5 inches as your bottom mark. So 4.5 inches on the straight line. And then mark this side, mark that side. And so you have it lined up here or at the bottom mark. Sorry, that was the top mark. Line it up here at the bottom mark, and then so there's my 4.5 this way, there's my 4.5 that way. And so now what I'm going to do is bend the wraparound to hit this and hit that guy, and then mark it. It's pretty simple. You can do it however you'd like. This is the way that I learned. I forgot to make a mark at the bottom of my thing. So now you get a real quick look at the wraparound again. So now we have the bottom mark. We'll come back. Okay, now you can see a little better what I'm doing. So right here is the mark from the 4.5 from the center. This is the mark from the 4.5 from the center on that side. I'm going to extend it up a little bit so I can see it better. And then now you just make your bend. Now it is a little annoying to try to do by yourself. This is where having a helper or an extra set of hands really works out. So I'm just going to kind of lean on the pipe here and hold it. You learn to work by yourself a lot. You'll make a lot better hand out of yourself. But that's basically what I'm going to do. And so now you see the nice little arch. When I actually transition this little section here, I'll hit it with the buffer and make it a little bit smoother, so I'll probably drop it down a little bit. So when I cut it, I'll cut it a little bit high so I can finesse it in with the buffing wheel exactly how I like, or the tiger paw, sorry. And now you can see basically how you create that nice little loop, swoop, whatever you want to call it, saddle. I don't remember the correct term, but yeah, so this is what we're going to be building.